We've talked a lot about victims of the terror attack that started on Saturday, but I want to talk to you right now about a hero who died in this attack. A 21-year-old American Israeli citizen, a soldier who stood the line with his band of brothers to try to help civilians survive. His name was Yaron. His father, Itzar, joins me now. Itzar, I am so sorry for your loss. You have just buried your son just a few hours ago. Could you talk to us about your heroic son?
Yes, thank you, Anderson. We just returned back home from Yaron's funeral. I'm a very proud father of a hero whose actions on Saturday morning really saved the lives of probably dozens of civilians, if not more. Yaron was part of a special unit which was stationed in the area of Kerem Shalom, which is in the southern border of the Gaza Strip. Kerem Shalom is a kibbutz, a settlement of civilians not so far from the border, and Yaron's unit was in charge of guarding the area and keeping peace around the borders. On Saturday morning, they were attacked by hundreds, maybe more, maybe thousands of highly trained and equipped terrorists. Those people have been trained, have been part of a special Hamas units whose training is to kill, and this is what they were targeting. Early morning on Saturday, they were surrounded, Yaron's unit, by hundreds of terrorists, and Yaron's people realized that they are standing as the last line of defense between those terrorists and civilians who were at that time still sleeping at the home. It was a Saturday morning in Israel. The unit immediately mobilized in order to try to respond to this unexpected attack. That attack was also accompanied by rockets from air and all kind of other high-tech, you could call this ammunition technologies that were used as part of this attack. They were highly outnumbered by this very significant effort of Hamas to conquer yet another Israeli kibbutz and to slaughter the people who lived in that kibbutz, which is what they did in other areas. It's a long story, but narrowing down on Yaron's role, they eventually found themselves a team of three people, which included the deputy commanding officer of Yaron's unit, Yaron, and another soldier. They found themselves fiercely fighting against their enemy. At a certain point, they counted 50 to 70 people surrounding them, attacking them with automatic guns, with heavy machinery and other elements. We know from the debrief we got now from a person who survived this attack that during this heavy exchange of fire between the two sides, again, one of them a team of three Israeli soldiers, and the other side dozens of terrorists. Yaron's team managed to kill probably 30 to 40 terrorists, but they got injured. They got attacked by an RPG rocket, which heavily wounded one of the soldiers. Then the officer, the commanding officer, was wounded by yet another rocket, an RPG rocket. And then Yaron was wounded as well. The three of them kept fighting and continued to fight. And when we asked the one soldier that we were able to talk to about this event, we asked him yesterday evening, what did you have in mind? How come you were able to continue going? He said, look, we realized that there was nothing between these band of terrorists and the civilians, the children, the women, the old people that were just behind our back. A few hundred meters, maybe 1,000 feet behind them, they had civilians hiding in their homes, fearing for the worst, which, by the way, indeed proved to be the case in many other kibbutzim where
Yeah.
Hamas terrorists were able to take on and slaughter children, babies, women, and so on. So eventually,
Yeah.
somehow another team connected to them, they were able to take Yaron's team of three away. Yaron was lifted by a helicopter and reached a hospital in
Yeah.
Jerusalem and was pronounced dead on arrival.
It's our, I'm so sorry for your loss. Your son sounds like such an extraordinary young man, and there are so many people who will be glad to hear his story and know that he helped save their lives as well. Yaron Shay, you buried your son today, and it is heartbreaking. Thank you for spending time with us on this awful day.
Thank you for having me here and paying some further tribute to our family, to Yaron's memory.
Yaron Shay, thank you.